Hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Aviation Aiden, and today we're going to be doing a Gemini Jets future August releases. Let's go ahead and let's get started. As you guys can already see here, we have an Austrian 737-600. I have heard of the airline Austrian, but I'm not really familiar with the airline. I'm not really familiar with their liveries and special liveries and their aircraft fleet. So I'm not gonna be getting. I probably won't be getting this one. This may be an exciting or a wonderful one to other collectors, but not really. It doesn't really stick out to me. Next up here we have this T-Way 737-800. I'm not really. Like I said, same thing with the Austria 737-600. I've heard of the airline, but I'm not really familiar with it. I have seen their logo before, and I have heard of the airline before, but I have not. I don't really know that much about it. Like I said, this may be pleasing to other collectors, but not really appealing to me. Next up here we have this Hainan Airlines Boeing 737-800 with scimitar winglets, and this airline I'm kind of familiar with. Hainan Airlines does operate to Pearson. They usually operate their A330s and 787s. They usually operate the A330-300 and the 787-8 or -9. The 737 I'm not really familiar with. I actually never knew they had this aircraft. Their livery is honestly pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Their tail is pretty good. I like the red and the yellow, but this plane model doesn't really stick out to me, so I'm not gonna get it. Next, we have this Shanghai Airlines Boeing 737-800. This airline I do not know this airline at all. I've never seen this airline. I've never heard of it, to be honest. So this model I'm not going to really be getting. The livery does kind of stand out, though. I do like their white, red, and blackish livery with the gray belly at the bottom. Not that bad, but I'm not going to be getting this this NG models. Next up here we have this Flair Airlines 737-800 in the old livery. This one I will be getting because for some reason I don't know why, I'm from Canada, and Flair Airlines is a Canadian airline, and I'm trying to expand my Canadian Airlines fleet in my model collection. I'm hoping to get an Air Transat A330. Sorry, not A330. A321neo. This Flair model is it's actually pretty good, despite the fact that it's actually the worst airline in Canada. Their livery is honestly pretty good. I love their colorful livery with the kind of pastel gray green and the white and the black. There's usually some blue on here, but usually some purple on here, but since it's the old livery, you won't see that. So if Threshold Aviation does get this, I definitely will be purchasing this. Next here we have this Southwest 737 MAX 8 in the Fantasy Pink 1 livery. This aircraft honestly is really beautiful. The pink aircraft really stands out. You'll be able to tell the aircraft from far, far away due to its extraordinary kind of pink color scheme. It has the regular Southwest color scheme, except where the blue would be is replaced with the color pink. This model I won't be getting because I really want to get the Southwest and the Heart livery. I haven't got that yet. Threshold didn't have that model in stock yet, sadly. But when it does come out, I'll get the Heart livery, and then I'll look for this Fantasy Pink 1 livery. Now here we have this Southwest 737 MAX 8 in the Heart livery. This is the aircraft that I was looking for and I said I wanted to get. I will be getting this one first, along with some other models, and if it does come up, then I will get the Fantasy Pink one, because basically my birthday is on September, so usually by the time these will arrive, these are the future releases, so by the time these arrive, probably going to be around mid-August, so like August 23rd, August 29th, and Threshold will probably get their arrivals around early September, so September 1st to September 4th, and my birthday falls on the 7th, so the plan kind of works out, so I can get these models before they run out of stock, and purchase the Southwest 737 MAX 8. So I will be purchasing this model. Next year we have this Lion Air 737. Sorry, it sounded like it said Ryanair. Sorry, we have this Lion Air 737 MAX 9. I have heard of this airline. I have heard of this airline before. If you look in the Gemini Jets, what am I saying? Gemini Jets. NG Models website. They will have two. They will have Lion Air in its regular form, and then Thai Lion Air. So if you're looking for a Thai Lion Air, they do have it in stock, so you could check there on ngmodels.com. This model honestly does look pretty good. It's kind of basic though, because pretty much all you have is the line titles in orange, the orange engines, orange winglets and scimitars, and then all you have is just the logo. Everything's just plain white. Not really that much of a unique model, so I will not be getting this model, but it's still a good new release. Now here we have this Iceland Air 757-200. This, I'm familiar with the airline, just not with the livery. I'm usually used to their their newer livery with the kind of blue stripes at the back and the indigo blue on the tail, or the blue at the bottom and the kind of orangey Iceland Air logo on the tail. This model does look pretty cool though. I do kind of like the indigo blackish color. Pretty nice. Maybe one day if I don't have if I just don't have any models in mind that I want to get, I might get this one. Who knows? Because the black does honestly kind of look pretty cool, but it's not like there's models I'd rather get instead of this one. Here we have this Zip Air 787. Here we have the Zip Air 787-8 Dreamliner. I have not really heard of this airline. This airline is actually really unfamiliar to me, but I do like the tail. I think it's a Japan airline, because I think I have seen it once in a plane spotting video. Can't really remember that much, but I do like the kind of bluish colors on this livery. A pretty nice model. I might not get it, but like I said, behind the Iceland Air, if I just really don't know what kind of models I want to get, and there's not really a model I have in mind, I'll just get this guy. Now moving on to this Air China 747 SP. This model's honestly pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not really gonna get it because Air China has retired their 747 SPs, and what was I gonna say again? A 747 SP is a pretty classic and a pretty old aircraft model. It has served many OG airlines and has served modern day airlines that has had OG liveries with it. I might collect this later because, like I've said multiple times before in my other videos, that I want to collect some more modern day passenger aircraft, and then I will start to collect some retros. Next up here we have this PLA Air Force A319-100. This, I'm assuming, is a Chinese Air Force. Considering the fact that the Chinese flag is on the tail. Their livery looks good. Don't get me wrong. Their light blue, dark blue, and their red looks pretty good. But this airline, I've never really heard of it. I've never really heard of this Air Force group. I've never really heard of it. I've never really known it, and I've never really seen it before. So I am not going to get this model quite yet. There may be something like one of these models, like a rare collectible or something like that. And if it is, then I will collect it. If it's just a regular collector's model, I will not purchase it. Now here we have our Spirit A320neo. This guy has these scratches in the Spirit titles. This is Spirit's old livery. This aircraft honestly is not that bad. I honestly do like Spirit as an airline. I haven't really flown it, but their livery is honestly outstanding. It's kind of like Air India, where it's a terrible airline, but I do honestly love their livery. Pretty good, pretty nice. This aircraft I may not get because Threshold has just got the new NG model A321 Neo in the Spirit livery. So I will be getting that. I do want the A321. I do want the Spirit A321 Neo. And if they do run out of stock before I'm able to go there, then I will purchase this A320. Now moving on to this Ann Egan Airlines A320 Neo. This airline, honestly, I have heard of it before. It's really nice. Their livery is honestly really nice, but the airline itself doesn't really stick out to me. Like, the livery speaking, I honestly rather have it in the A321 because the A321 is a bit bigger and a bit longer. But I will accept this if we don't get the A321 at Threshold. Once I get the models that I want, like the models that I desire, then I will start. I'll make a new favorite model wish list, and I'll put these guys. I'll put this Ann Egan A320 Neo on the list. Next up here we have this Lufthansa A320 Neo. Honestly, this guy is pretty cool, but I do prefer Lufthansa's bigger aircraft in their fleet, such as their 777. Well, the 777 they used to have, their A330, their A350, 747, 787, and one of my A380, and one of my personal favorites, the 787. So this model honestly is pretty nice, but I rather have a bigger Lufthansa model, bigger aircraft with the Lufthansa livery. Now moving on to this Airbus A321neo in the Airbus Industries livery, or house livery, or Airbus factory livery, whichever you prefer to call it. Honestly, I'm so happy they came out with this. I really want to get this. Threshold has just gotten the 777 X in the Boeing factory colors, or Boeing house livery. So I will be getting the 777 first, and then after this, I will get the A321 because one thing I do love about Airbus is the color that they picked. I do like the indigo blue that they picked, but Boeing also picked a pretty good blue, the solid mix of like an indigo blue and a sort of lightish blue. So I definitely will be getting this model, and I will put it on my wish list. Here now we have this Sichuan Airlines A330-300 F. I do not know this airline at all. I think it is a Chinese airline. I'm not 100% sure. Either a Chinese airline, an Asian airline. I'm not 100% sure what airline. But I have never heard of this airline, never seen this airline ever, so I will not be purchasing this model. Now moving on to this ANA Lockheed L L1011. This is a very iconic aircraft, an iconic airline. I know many airlines have had this aircraft, and it's not a bad aircraft. It's actually a really good aircraft. I like the aircraft. It's fit with so many liveries, especially during like the 19th century. Pretty good. So honestly, this model's not bad, but I will not be purchasing it because, like I said, it still falls under the retro category, so I will not be buying it yet. Next up here we have this Pan Am. We have another Lockheed 1011. This is a pretty, like I said, a pretty good aircraft. Pan Am, we already know, is an original and an iconic airline. We do love it a lot. But like I said, I will not be purchasing this because it is still under the retro category. Now, next up here we have the newest aircraft made in China, the China Eastern Airlines C919 or C919. This aircraft was made by China. It was made from both Boeing and Airbus parts. And it's in the China Eastern livery. I might be getting this model because this model does come with a stand, and I really do need a stand. It's gotten to the point where I've made a DIY stand because Threshold did have a stand, but I didn't get one yet because they had it more when I first found out that they had a model store in Canada. So I wanted to start collecting models first and then get the stand. So I might be getting this one. It depends. Next up here we have this Raida Air 787-9 Dreamliner. This airline, I have heard of it before, not really that popular, but I do love their purple aircraft and purple livery. So I may get this model because it stands out, because not only do I look for models that are quote-unquote good, I also look for models that will stand out and, will bring attention to the eye. Now moving on to this JetBlue Airways A321-300 in the mint leaf livery. This aircraft I might not get yet because I do not have the JetBlue regular livery, and the JetBlue regular livery is honestly pretty good. And NG Models has just released their JetBlue A321-200 in the Prism tail, Meta Fresca tail. So I will be getting that because I want to get the JetBlue regular livery first, and then we'll head over to this aircraft. Next up here we have this ANA 787-9 Dreamliner and the Pikachu Jet livery. This aircraft is honestly pretty good. It brings a lot of attention to the eye, and I do want an ANA aircraft, so I might honestly get this one. I might save this one for Christmas though, because I have way too many models that I'm getting for my birthday. Actually, no, I could just slip in, one more. It's fine. Yeah, we'll just slip in, just one more model. Anyways, this is a pretty good model. I love the characters on the aircraft. Very cute and very cool. This aircraft really does catch the eye. It's very pretty, and I would love to see this in my model airport. Now, this is the end of the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I honestly, I'm so happy NG Models has made these releases. NG Models, you are doing a great job with your manufacturing. Keep it up. You have been producing high quality models. Keep it up, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye.